Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing Uraraka from My Hero Academia, and we're actually going to go all out and we're going to be covering our eyebrows. I do not want to shave my eyebrows, so this is the best next thing. So we're going to just cover every possible hair we can with a glue stick. You want to make sure you get every hair that you want. I'm avoiding the very tip of my eyebrows. We'll use those later, so I'm just hitting the tail. And then you're going to take your little spoolie and brush them up against your forehead. You look like a Vulcan. It's fine. And they take absolutely forever to dry. Lordy. And once that's dry, you do it all again. You're just gonna get them as flat as possible, as high up on your forehead as you can. And I did not let these dry even close to long enough. I waited like 10 minutes in between layers. You could also do more layers, but I did not have the patience for this day. Next, once they're dry, you're gonna wanna go over them with a powder. Baby powder, face powder, translucent powder, whatever you have, anything to set it. And then you can take either a brush or a face wipe and get off all that excess powder. Next, we're going in with foundation. Now, I'm only showing you this first part to first cover up your eyebrows in a first layer of foundation, then we skip over it. I did my foundation bad. I do not want you guys to copy me. I caked it on, and that is bad. Don't do that. But now I'm putting my thick concealer on top of the eyebrows and patting it in with my finger. I found that a sponge picked up too much of the product and it wasn't as opaque. So you want to go in with your finger or maybe even a brush to blend it out. Now you can do multiple layers of concealer. You can do many more layers of glue stick just to be a little safe, but this works just fine. Now we're going to give a little bit of color back to the face since I caked on my foundation so much. We need to give a little bit of life, so we're putting some bronzer on the top part of the forehead and on the cheeks and a little bit under the chin just for fun. Now we're putting on our highlight. Usually highlight goes under the eyes, on the nose, and you could put it maybe on the forehead, on the chin, however you want your face shape to end up. And sometimes I like to put on the shadows, the contours on my face when the highlight is still there, so you know exactly what you're working with what parts of your face you want to stand out and which ones you want to be in the shadow. And then blend it out. Don't be afraid to put on multiple layers of either your highlight or your contour. Make it as light or as dark as you want it. Now we're going in with all of the blush, so much. If you're using a cream blush like this, you don't want to just draw it onto your face with the stick. You really want to go in with a sponge on the stick and then transfer that to your face so it doesn't pull your foundation off. And we're also going in with a pink eyeshadow. Eyeshadows are not meant to blend out as well as blushes, so just be careful when you're layering that out so it doesn't get blotchy. A little bit of blush on the nose. Now for highlight, I wanted her to sparkle, so I'm going in with a liquid highlight first, and then we're gonna set it with a powder highlight because, you know, blinding. Now, in the show, she does have little circles on her cheeks, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, but if you are going to do it, either use a face body paint or a liquid lipstick or a normal lipstick, and you can make it as circular as you want. I decided to go a little bit softer with the whole look. Now, I'm just putting a little bit of color back into the tip of the eyebrows, and we're going in with a powder. I tried to go in with a pencil, and it started to sink into the glue part of the brows, so be careful, use light strokes. I'm sure if I let the glue dry longer, it wouldn't have creased into it with a stick, so just go in lightly with some powder, it sticks fine. And her eyebrows are very teardrop shaped, so I'm just going to about the halfway point on my eyebrows where they naturally arch, and just stopping them there. And remember, this is just makeup. You can try again, you can wipe it off and try again. So for her eyes, we're going in with a base color of a brown, and then we'll go in with some more pink. Now for her eye shape, we're going with round, like the rest of her. So I'm not dragging it out to the edge of where my brow usually be. We're not going to do a cat eye. We are staying right at the edge of the eye and just going under it to make it a circle. Makes the eyes look more round and open. Now we're going to tightline the top of the eye, just about halfway. And then we're going to be putting a white in the waterline, which is the bottom part of your eye, and that helps to open it up, give you a little bit more of that anime feel. And I'm bringing that all the way to where the tear duct is, and a little bit onto the skin right in the corner, and that's our inner corner highlight, is a bright white. Putting a little bit of that pink under the white, a little bit of sparkle. And then, literally against all my better judgment, I started doing a wing on her eye. A wing elongates the eye, it does not make it round. So I'm dragging that all the way to the center of the eye. And then I'm gonna retcon the whole thing, and I'm gonna wipe off that wing, fill it in with some eyeshadow, and you're good to go. Yet again, with the lips, we want round. I'm ignoring my Cupid's bow, the part at the very top of your lips. I'm making it round. I'm going under my lips. I'm filling in the sides of my lips with a darker color to shade them in, make them more of a shadow. And then to make the middle part pop, I'm going in with a lighter color to make them a little bit bigger. Blend it in, little bit of gloss, and I'll show you how to put on lashes because I usually skip this. You want to put on your lash glue all over the lash. Now it's mostly a latex, so you need to let it dry, almost to the point where it's see-through. And then I like to put it on the middle of my eye first, and then mess with the edges. Usually the outside of my eye works better, and then I push on the inner part because that's the part that likes to pop off on me so much. And I think we're good. Thank you guys so much for watching my Uraraka tutorial. As you could see probably through the whole tutorial, I was also struggling. I am not the absolute best at covering eyebrows or anything like that, so I'm glad you stuck with me. I want to make it seem more realistic that the tutorials you watch on YouTube, no one is truly a master. We're just cosplayers like you. So I want to show you the realistic struggles of what could happen the day of a con or a photo shoot if you want to be this girl. But if you really enjoyed it or you feel like it helped you at all, I would really appreciate a like on the video and maybe even subscribe. I post once every Friday, either cosplay or con-related material, and I always love new ideas down in the comments. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye!